So for today, we're going to be actually going into Warframe because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't really want to touch Destiny 2 right now because of the bugs, because the dawning is kind of trash. There's so many things that I don't really want to talk about. To be fair, I'm working on some exotic videos for you guys, specifically Warlocks. You guys got 2 videos coming out. Probably Saturday, if I'm being quite honest. I want to have them out so that way you guys can have another video. But for this one, we're going to be talking about Warframe specifically. Like, there really is no script for this, so I'm gonna basically wing it. I know that's gonna be weird because quite frankly, I'm pretty good at talking in Destiny 2 in my videos. This is gonna be a little rough because not only is my knowledge not complete for Warframe, but again, I played this game on and off like a lot. I've been playing it since it came out for the PS4, so like 10 years ago. And there's definitely been like lulls. Like, I think my longest like time between not playing was like a year or 2. So, but I still love this game. It's one of my favorite games, even though the Warframe community scares me a little bit sometimes, and not in a good way. I've seen what they do to their content creators. It's kind of scary, but I want to get Destiny 2 players to play this game because I do think the game is genuinely good. Like, it's probably one of the best games out there, especially if you're into free-to-play games, because this game is probably one of the best free-to-play games in the world, like in the gaming world, in my opinion. The only thing that I know people would bitch about would be like the Foundry stuff, specifically the fact that crafting stuff takes actual like real time, not like 12 hours in the game, but like actual real 12 hours. So that's like one thing I know people don't like, the mobile like timing and stuff. But other than that, that's like the only negative that I can think about other negative things, but if that's what's stopping you, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's kind of weak. You need to toughen up. I'm gonna be honest. So we're gonna be talking about what you can do in the actual game, specifically like what you're gonna do like when you start off in the game, and some other things that I like to do. And then we'll get into the fashion of it because boy, gee golly wee, the fashion is dope. So let's actually get into it. Remember, if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Really do appreciate it. If you guys like this content, let me know in the comments below, because I will be doing this for the other games that I play, specifically Final Fantasy 14 and World of Warcraft. The only reason we're doing Warframe first is because it's the easiest to get Destiny 2 players to play this one, just because it's a looter shooter. The only biggest difference here is the fact that it's a third-person shooter, but I still think it's a great game. Granted, I can see people definitely getting burnt out from it, because we'll talk about it in a bit. But yeah, definitely check this game out. And remember, like, comment, subscribe. Let's see what we're going to be talking about. So first and foremost, what are you going to do when you get into the game? So obviously, aside from the tutorial, because they have a pretty good tutorial, other than that, when you get to your actual ship, which this is your player house, this is your place, you can customize everything in this bitch. Just to show you a point, yeah, that's not in the game. I did that. These characters, they're my favorite characters in the game, aside from Mesa. She's not here yet, but I'm gonna put her eventually. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that is customizable in the ship. I mean, damn near everything, if not everything, is customizable. I've seen people make fucking like apartments in this bitch. Like, they close this place off, and then it's super cool. Check out like the ship customization. It gets insanely deep. But what you would be doing is, all right, so we would be going here, which is the Planetary map. You would start off on Mercury and then go your way around all of the other planets like this. And then go up to Sedna. I think Europa would be the next one. I haven't done the planetary stuff in a long time, which is sad considering I don't even have all the planets completed yet. But to be fair, I don't really want to do that like right now, because some of these I'm just like, I really don't want to do that. Even though I should, because that unlocks Steel Path, if I remember correctly, which is basically like a hard mode. But yeah, you would just be doing all of this. A lot of this is just going to be showing you like the different modes that this game has, because the game has a lot of different modes, which is really cool. Specifically, like, we have mobile defense, crossfire, sabotage, defense, which is my favorite, survival, which is also my favorite. There's a bunch of stuff. Exterminate, which is exactly what you think it is. Rescue, which is exactly what you think it is. And same thing for capture. Like, there's a lot of stuff in here. The only thing that will burn people out, and it's honestly very valid, is the fact that the game works on a tile system. So each room is a tile, and then the game just kind of throws in random tiles. So after a while, rooms are going to look insanely familiar to you, and that's where like you can almost turn your brain off and just kind of go on autopilot. That being said, the movement in this game is unparalleled. It's fucking amazing. Obviously, hopefully I've showcased some gameplay while I was talking about that, because yeah, the gameplay in this game is so much fun. It's just the fact that like the areas can get boring. But that being said, Earth has a Cetus. Cetus is the first open world area, or Plains of Eidolon, whatever. This is like the first area that we got. There's other places as well. I don't remember where my favorite is because I haven't played in a while. It's definitely not here, I think. Yeah, definitely not here. I'm like damn sure it's in Neptune, but I guess I'm wrong. It's Fortuna. That's the one I'm trying to think of. Is definitely not Mars, right? Where the fuck is Fortuna, dog? Definitely not Jupiter. That surprises shit out of me. There's another area which is Deimos. Deimos is super dope as well. This is like the newest one. It was like what, like last year or some shit. I don't remember. Either way, there's another one called Fortuna. That one's like legitimately my favorite area. I just am brain farting. I can't remember where it is. Is it Phobos? No, it's not Phobos. Venus. I'm fucking dumb. It's Venus, dog. Yeah. So Fortuna, one of my favorite places because the song that came out with Fortuna, absolute fucking banger. It's one of my favorite songs in this game, and this game has quite a lot of good songs. So yeah, Fortuna is super dope. I also like the area. Or Vallis is actually pretty cool. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. There's like, if you get tired of the tile system, you can definitely go to like Earth or Venus or Deimos, so that way you can get some like open world gameplay, because that's also really fun, and also decent stuff to get as well, like cosmetics, weapons, and whatnot. Then you go into the Void. The Void is basically where you farm like high-end stuff. It's like the end game stuff, at least end game when you're new, kind of technically, because if I remember correctly, the Void you can also get keys, which we will get into keys in a bit. Zeramin's from the new thing. Dojos is exactly what you think it is. This is clans. And it's fucking cool because you can actually customize a clan area. Like you can actually go to these areas if you wanted and just look at their shit, because a lot of their shit is going to look super cool. Again, like some of the biggest clans have some of the coolest dojos, dog. Like look up dojos. They have like battles to see which one wins. It's fucking crazy. Again, the customization in this game is insane. So that is pretty much it for the planetary stuff. I mean, there's still other stuff as well. You can do like, if there's an event, do event, quests, which we'll get into in a bit, alerts, which is basically like what it sounds like. You can do stuff in the area that like, oh, this area is, or actually, let's look at it. This is like Kuva Flood, which I don't know shit about because I completely skipped that whole thing. But like this one, Nightmare, there is a nightmare on right here. I'm going to cancel that because I don't want to do that. So, or this one right here. So yeah, this alerts is exactly what you think it is. Invasions is basically one enemy versus another, and you can, I think you can choose a faction of which one you want. Yeah, and you get points depending on, I thought you could. I guess you can't, never mind. It's been a while, again, fuck. Either way, there's a bunch of stuff you can do in this game. I'm just gonna back out, I'll be right back. So since I actually did not show you some of the gameplay, which I think is really important, let me just show you guys some of the gameplay here. I do apologize that there's some like stream content here, specifically like my ads and then my recent tip and stuff. I was messing around with some things, but that's not part of the video. Let's talk about the actual gameplay. So the gameplay is going to be focused around the third person aspect, specifically just like the movement is really, really important in this game, just because you're gonna get left behind if you're really slow, especially if you're doing a gameplay or a game mode like assassination, capture, any of the sorts where you have to find your objective. You're gonna get left behind if you don't get good with the movement. And some warframes have better movement than others. There's some that have like a whip that can send them like flying. There's some that have like movement abilities, so you just have to be aware of that. You also have to be aware of like the fact that you have a crouch, which is essentially your like slide, and that's going to be the biggest thing that's going to be propelling you forward. There is an aim button as well that gives you bullet time, which is essentially just you floating in the air, which is going to be super cool, and how you pretty much fly. So essentially you're going to slide, jump, and then once you jump you can actually aim down with your weapons, and that's going to be the bullet time. And then that's how you basically get good at the game. You essentially do those two over and over and over. Be aware that while you're in bullet time, you can hit your crouch button to get a little bit more speed. And honestly, that is like the biggest thing I can tell you. Get really good with the movement, because then you'll actually be able to play the game, because this game has been going on for like 10 years now. So people have gotten their movement speed down to a science. So the first thing you want to do is get good with aim, or get good with movement, because then you'll actually be able to participate in the game, unless you're doing like survival or stuff like that, where it's just you're in one spot, which this is survival, the gameplay you're currently watching. So yeah, there's a lot of things to it. There's melee weapons, main weapons, and then secondary weapons. Secondary or main weapons are going to be usually like actual ballistic weapons and whatnot, but more than just that, like flamethrowers, like basically big weapons are going to be your main weapons, obviously. And then your secondaries are going to be your pistols, your like kunai, stuff like that, like very small weaponry. And then your melee is going to literally be almost like, it's crazy how much melee the game has. I mean, right now you're watching my character have a samurai sword, a katana. There's other things as well. There's a lot of weaponry that this game has, so don't think, oh, it's just Japanese stuff. There's more than just that. There's big axes, there's big hammers, there's a main weapon where it's like bladed on each side and has like a barrel in the front, and then it just shoots. It's super cool. It's actually one of one of Mesa's main weapons, her specifically her prime weapon. And yeah, like this. The other thing I could probably mention, or I should say, is the fact that you really should get comfortable with the abilities of your Warframe, or get used to them, because there is a bunch of stuff that Warframes have. So if you have like a general play style, there's going to be a Warframe that probably has that play style. I like Mesa a lot just because I think her fort ability is really cool, where it's just basically a cone or like a circle goes around your screen, and anything in that circle basically gets annihilated, because that's where she shoots. And she shoots like the Wild West, where it's like, you most likely have seen it. But it's also like she has a shield, she has stuff to disorient her enemies, she has a bunch of stuff that I really like from her kit, so that's why I have her. But don't get it twisted, I still have other Warframes that are my favorites. It's just that Mesa, not only is she my favorite, but she's the first Warframe that I ever spent like real money to get her prime stuff. Like I got the biggest one, which is why I have that helmet. I think that one's only available when she was being sold for prime. So yeah, when it comes to gameplay, this game is amazing. I really love this game. Also, right now you guys will be seeing that we are doing the survival, which means the void keys. If you want to, I talk about void keys later, but if you want to see the actual gameplay of the void keys, which is just essentially this, we play a round of survival, which is 5 rounds. Once 5 is done, then we get to pick another relic and then do the whole thing all over again. But gameplay wise, specifically like what you're doing, but like when you're playing, it's literally just run, be fast, have really good movement. Aiming is kind of like whatever's, as long as you're like not absolute dog shit, it's gonna be fine, honestly, because there's, again, like I said, there's weapons like flamethrowers which really don't need to be aimed at all. But if you are really good at aiming, we also do have sniper rifles, which is really cool. So at this point, you just have to see like what do I want to do in this game. For me personally, anything that looks cool or is cool is probably going to be used by me, just because that's just how I play. But if for meta players, there's also definitely metas that this game has had. I mean, the flamethrower was at one point a really big meta. I don't know if it is anymore, but at one point it was like one of the best weapons in the game. So yeah, there's definitely a bunch of stuff you can do in this game. Granted, if you're not the biggest fan of third-person shooters, then at this point, this is it, man. This is like a good portion of this game. So if you're not about that life, then I would highly suggest to I would still give it a try because you might never know. You might really like it. But at that point, I would have to really ask you like, all right, if you don't like third person, then I don't think this game is for you, because again, this game is literally a third person shooter. So let me know what you guys think. This was put in at last minute because I realized I didn't have gameplay of this game. So whatever Past Tony has to talk about, I'll have it up right now. So yeah, there's other stuff as well, like syndicates, which are essentially factions from Destiny 2. They actually have missions and it's pretty cool. Actually, we'll get into the syndicates. It's pretty cool actually. Void Fishers. So this is the keys. This is where we would do like this, and then this is where you farm like the prime stuff, the good stuff. So like Redeemer Prime, which is a weapon, specifically a melee weapon. Chroma Prime Neuroptics, which is a piece of Chroma Prime that you need. There's a bunch of stuff that you would be wanting to do. The cool thing is you can upgrade the relic as well. So like for Void Traces, you can actually be like, oh, I really want Garuda Prime Neuroptics, so I'm just gonna use this and Radiant. I'm not gonna do it because I already have her, but you get the point. Sortie, which is basically like a high-end weekly mission, and then Archon Hunt, which is I don't complete the veil. Yeah, I haven't done this one yet, but it's an Archon from Earth, if I remember correctly, specifically Plains of Idonal, if I remember correctly. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, that is just this stuff that you can do. Again, there's a bunch of other shit you can do. Specifically, let's back out. So we're gonna go with Syndicates first. Syndicates is basically what I just mentioned. It's Aya, really? Did you guys change it? Because it was not Aya before. Definitely not what it was. It was a neuroptic piece or some shit. Either way. So I'm allied with Steel Meridian and Red Veil, which these two are allies, which is why they don't hate each other. These guys hate me because I'm negative 44,000. So yeah, they hate me a lot. Like, it's not even funny. Like, a shame to see potential squandered. You're just like the rest tainted. Yeah. So like the reason why I chose these two is because I liked a lot of their aesthetics. Specifically her, she's super cool. They have a lot of super cool things. Once you like upgrade their level all the way, this becomes all available to you. I mean, to be fair, you still have to buy it with the currency that you like, the reputation currency, but it's not hard. All you got to do is just play the game, which is what I was doing. Then you get access to a bunch of this stuff. Back in my day, you had to actually put on the champion sigil to actually sigil to get the currency, but I think it just works automatically. You don't need this anymore, if I remember correctly. But yeah, you get emotes. I don't know what the fuck that is. You get some skins for your ship, not the actual ship, the inside of one area. The Kuva throne scene, which this I have to explain as well, which is really cool. Grenier settlement reactor scene, Chris's garrison, and then a Syandana, which is a cosmetic. Then you get weapons, and then a bunch of mods, which are really cool. This is all high-end stuff, so this is going to be the last stuff you're going to be unlocking, but this is some of the first things you're going to be unlocking, which again, these are pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely fuck with these. Now, just be aware that, like, for example, if you choose Steel Meridian, you will be opposed to the new Loka, and the enemies are the parent sequence. So no, this one, yeah, this bitch, these assholes. You can eventually like get all of them to like you, or if you wanted like, oh, I want all of the stuff they have, you can essentially, like, if I wanted to, I can level all of these guys up, buy all their shit, and then go to the other people if I remember correctly. Yeah, so that's them. That's going to be something you're going to be doing in the back burner, like, because it's not something you can like really actively farm for a lot, because they do have limitations. What is it, 20, is it 24 or yeah, it's 2400 or 24,000 standing that you can acquire in a day. So that's the only thing that kind of sucks, is that you have, this is definitely like in the back burner because you cannot farm this unless you can. Let me know in the comments. This is the news stuff, so if you want to see like community stuff or the news, like specifically we just had a hotfix, you can go here and it'll show you. This is, if I remember correctly, Lexus. Oh, this is unrelated. You guys will know what that is later. Over here, this is the store, like the in-game store. So Warframe has a store. Obviously, it's a free-to-play game. It kind of has to have one. Funnily enough, I've spent more money in this game. Actually, that's not fair anymore because I think I've spent more money in Destiny. No, I think I've still spent more money on Warframe than I have in Destiny 2, which is crazy. Then we get here, which is important because you'll have a bunch of stuff. So first, you go to the universe. It tells you about your companions, objects, relics, arcanes, weapons, fragments, art gallery, mods, factions, Warframe and vehicles. The Laverian is just something cool that you can see. Training obviously is what it is. So if you want to get better at the game, do all of these so that way you can understand what's fucking happening, because half the time this game, and like many other games, the explanation is not going to be enough. You definitely have to come to training and be like, okay, this is how you do shit. And then this is the different missions that you can do, which is pretty cool. So again, assassination, capture, defense, excavation, exterminate, hijack. There's a bunch of stuff in this bitch. And then there's the other stuff like the Cephallans, capture, annihilation, team annihilation. I think these are PvP. It is PvP. Lunario, which is PvP. And then Railjack, which is another thing we're gonna have to talk about because that's a big bitch as well. But then we get to quests. So this game has probably some of the dopest quests in the game. I'm not even a front with y'all. Like, it's ridiculous for me personally, and I'm not alone in this. I know there's people who would agree with me, but where are you? I'm trying to find the specific one. I missed it. No. Here, this bitch is my favorite fucking mission I've ever played in a game. Probably it's definitely in the top 5 minimum. It was like, when I first played this, it blew my fucking mind away. The closest I can think of when it comes to like Destiny 2, there really is none, and that kind of makes me sad. That being said, I think the closest I could come up with would be like the whole of what's it called, of the last expansion we just had, that like literally the one we just had. All of the main story of Final Shape plus the boss fight with the what's his face, the fucking dude with hands, and then the ending scene from that, and then after that going to hear Cade talk to you one last time. All of that I think would be like almost as good as the second dream. And even then, I feel like that's kind of blasphemous for me to say, because the second dream is just on another level for me personally. And then we get to the other good ones. The New War I thought was dope. War Within, beautiful. The Sacrifice, fucking amazing. Prelude to War I thought was pretty cool. Like all of these are super fucking cool. Like legitimately some of the coolest missions I've played. It's not even close, bro. Like I'm telling you, the fucking the Duviri Paradox, bro. This is why I respect DE, because this one, they did something ballsy that no other game really does. They changed the way the players play the game. For this one, I gotta actually go to let me show you real quick. So it's this one right here. So essentially, I can actually get into it's a circuit, is it? I think battle through endless chains of missions. It's basically a roguelike. And it's fucking crazy, bro. And like there's different versions of it, which is so cool. So yeah, when it comes to the quest, I still haven't completed Jade Shadows. I'm probably gonna do this this weekend probably. But dude, like I'm telling you, so many cool shit. Fucking Voxelaris, bro. This song is I love this song. This song is one of my favorite songs in gaming. Yeah, honestly, the missions in this bitch is just so cool. I know some people are gonna be like, that's such little missions for the game being out 10 years. But I see it as quality over quantity, because can you really tell me all of the missions that we had in Destiny 2 from their expansions? Because I genuinely don't remember like a lot of them. This game, I remember a bunch of these, dog. Like oh my god, the second dream, bro. I actually might do the second dream again. because you can replay quests unlike Destiny 2, so that's kind of cool. But you also have side quests, which are not a lot, but you do have them. And then Warframe quests, which these are specific quests that you can unlock specific Warframes, which I think is really cool as well. So yeah, like, where is it? I think this one's for Nova. No, Atlas, my bad. This one is for fucking what's her face, her. And yeah, there's just different things that you can unlock for this. Octavia, when she first came out, was fucking cool. I'm trying to remember if one of my favorite Warframes ended up getting one of these. I don't think so. I still don't have Protea. Was it the Glass Gambit? No, this is for Gara? No, Nidus. Obviously, I haven't played this shit in forever. Don't laugh at me. I still haven't done all of these, but yeah, those are for Warframes, which is pretty cool. Sometimes. And yeah, I definitely would recommend to check all of these out. These are all of the playable Warframes that are available in the game right now, and there's going to be a lot more. And then bottom here is just like equipment that your Warframe can have. And most of you will notice that there's different versions, so like Hildren and then Hildren Prime and Naros Prime. Think of it, Destiny 2's players specifically. Think about it like this. They are this is the, like, if we're talking about Trials of Osiris, this is the basic bitch gun. This is the adept version. That's the best like comparison you can do, because the difference really is just the stats are bigger and they look like a lot more different, like fucking crazy different, because these are like the prime versions. They're the better versions, so that's why they look a lot different and why they look cool. But at the end of the day, it's just a stat difference. At least it's always been a stat difference, unless they changed it. Warframe players, let me know if they changed it. But this is all you can also learn about factions and stuff. But that's enough about this, because honestly, the Codex, I love it, but I don't go through it a lot, mostly because I've been playing this game for a while. So here is where you're going to spend most of your time. So the Foundry, I've already explained it, but the Foundry is basically where you get to make stuff. So yeah, I can make stuff here. I still have something in progress, the Guillotine or Galatine, specifically because I don't have the necessary things to make the Prime version. If I can find it. Is it the blueprint that I'm missing? I guess it's the blueprint that I'm missing. Either way, there's one. No, is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. I don't have the Eidolon shards. That's what it is. So once I get the Eidolon shards and the Orokin Ducats, which that's not that hard to get. And then Orokin cells, which again, not hard to get. It's the Eidolon shards that I need to get. Once I get that, then I can like actually make it for this amount of currency, which is credits. That's the free stuff. Credits is the free stuff that you can do by just playing the game. Platinum is the actual premium currency. We'll get into the economy later because it's way better than Destiny 2's. But yeah, then it would take 12 hours to actually make this, so I would have to wait until half a day, which kind of sucks. I wish they took that out, because I don't think players really need that shit anymore, but I mean, that's just me personally. Then we get to mods. This is basically where you make your character stronger. Well, not here. This is where you upgrade your stuff. So Ayatan shards, which is for currency. And then you can do a bunch of stuff. So you can sell, dissolve, which you would get what is it, endo? Fusions, which yeah, you can do a bunch of stuff. The fusion specifically is for like the same thing. So like fusion, I can go all the way because I have multiple versions of it and I don't want to do that. But yeah, transmute, which combine 4 unranked mods for a chance at a rare, which not hard. And sell, which is not something I usually just dissolve. Sell, I mean, why would you sell for credits when you can just get so many of it playing the game? That's what that does. This is for Arcanes, which I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I still don't know what these fucking do, because again, I did not go that deep when this came out, so I can't really help you with this. I know it's like to buff your character or weapons. That's the only thing I know. Then you have your incubator, which has your animal, that bitch right there, which is basically your companion, like this fucker over here. And then we get to the most important part, the arsenal. So the arsenal is where you swap everything. So for example, Loki Prime is one of my favorite characters. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, a lot of the old Warframes are my favorite. So like Nyx Prime as well, or specifically Nyx. She was one of my favorite Warframes. I love her to death. Saren Prime is also one of my favorites. Wisp became my beloved when she first came out. I actually made a video when she came out. I'll try to post it because it's an old video, but I posted her. It was kind of funny when because I was like still kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to be a Warframe YouTuber because I've seen what they did to their content creators and it's fucked up. But yeah, this is where your characters would be. Weapons, your primary, which is obviously your primary, your secondary, and then your melee, which is really cool. Yeah, you can do a bunch of stuff. And then your Zeneric, which I don't fucking know. Again, I kind of ignored a bunch of this stuff just because I was like, I just want to play the game. I don't really care. Which, yeah, actually, and then this is your operator. I'm not going to talk too much about this because, quite frankly, let's just stop talking about it now. I'm not, you know what? I'm just going to cut that part of the video because I don't even want to show you that part, because it kind of has spoilerish stuff. We have regulators, which is specifically for her. Some Warframes have equipment integrated into their actual kit. So for example, this one, Regulator Prime, this is her 4th ability. Actually, I'll show you her 4th ability because it's the fucking coolest ability. So this is her 4th ability. She basically has a standoff and shoots everyone in that vicinity. The circle gets smaller, but it means like you can really start just murking people. It's so much fun. That's the other cool thing, is just the Warframers are so insanely different that you could probably find a playstyle that you're going to be like, oh, I love this. And then Parazon, I still don't know what the fuck this is. So yeah, obviously my information is not complete. This is like a tutorial for you. It's just to showcase like the things that I really like about this game. And let's actually go, oh, the keys. So this is where the keys are held. So yeah, like for example, if you're trying to go for, let's see, who am I going for right now? Mag Prime. I still don't have Mag Prime. So yeah, this is going to showcase all of the Mag Prime parts. So like Mag Prime Neuroptics right here, I already have that. I don't have Mag Prime Systems, but it's in bronze, so it's a common drop, which is cool. But then we get to the other hard ones like Nova Prime Blueprint, which is a silver, which is going to be kind of annoying to get. And then I know this bitch has a gold one. Wait, who did we just see? That's Nova. I'm stupid. Her. This is a gold. I don't know why Mag Prime has a blueprint that's fucking gold, but here we are. And thankfully it's on 2 pieces, but I don't own any of these pieces. So there's a bunch of stuff to, I mean, this can take a whole video in and of itself, but needless to say, they have a rotation like when it comes to some primes. I think Mag Prime was in the vault right now, but because they have a special event, she's out again, so you can farm her. The cool thing is, and I'm going to be really brief with this, is you can go to the trading and just say literally like willing to buy Mag Prime, and then people will just start messaging you because this game has an open currency. So this is the coolest part. I wanted to talk about this because I think it's fucking awesome. This game, you can actually have trading because of course this game has that. For example, I have 812 platinum specifically because this game likes to be an asshole to you and give you coupons, like sometimes 50%. I think 70 if you're lucky. I could be wrong about that, but 50% I've gotten definitely, and I definitely would just immediately buy platinum or something like that because why would you not? It's 50% off. And this game, I don't feel bad about paying them because it's decent. It's so good. Like their store is not like the worst thing in the world, which is why I love it. But for example, if we're like, for example, we're farming void relics and we get this thing right here, most of the time you're going to be getting bronze, which it even tells you, yeah, right here, can be exchanged for 15 ducats. That's for the Xur like person in this game. Or let's say, for example, you have all of the pieces to make this, but you already have it. You can sell the whole thing on the trade chat, and someone will want to buy it. And you can obviously put whatever price you want in it. I mean, people are going to be like, fuck you if it's too high. But there is a trading system in this game, and you can damn trade near almost anything. It's fucking crazy. I was trading a bit when I was farming for primes, and that's how I ended up getting like so much platinum. And that's not even mentioning the fact that like if you have friends, they can give you like a platinum, like just why not? Which is crazy because you can just trade and they just give you platinum if you want. Or like, let's say like you have a homie who just started the game and you want them to play this game like continuously. And you're like, yeah, I know this fucker will like this game when it comes to the fashion. Then you can just give them platinum and they could start buying stuff. Speaking of fashion, let's get into the fashion. So, bro. So when it comes to fashion, I want to say this game has the best. And I need you to understand this. This game has the best coloring system of any game. I don't know if any game comes close to the shading of this game is immaculate. Let's talk about it. So appearance, first and foremost, you guys are going to see that I have A, B, C, D, E, and F. That's the most you can actually use if I remember correctly. So yeah, I love the shading in this game. A lot of the fashion for me will be the color schemes. The color schemes are very important to me because I'm trying to do something cool, something instead of red and black, or like this one. This one is not red and black. This is more like red plus magenta plus some white plus some like other things here and there. This one is a spin on the traditional prime colors because the traditional prime colors is gold, white, and light blue, if I remember correctly, like a baby blue. This one's instead of using a light purple or like a I forget the color, the actual color of this, but yeah, it's like using a light lavender. There we go. It's like a lavender color plus like a dark navy / purple color. Super dope. This one is also kind of a reverse on the prime color scheme, but instead the colors are completely different, and I'm using color schemes that I actually really like, specifically the like the emerald green, the pink for the actual metal pieces, and then white and black. This one's the edgiest one I have, if I'm being quite honest, but I still like it because it's not just black. It's like using like a really cool green, then black, then more black. I don't know why. And then red for the actual armor pieces. And then the last one, which is the newest one that I did, and the weirdest one, because I don't like orange, but with this, it kind of looks pretty decent. And 80% of my fashion is the coloring, because most Warframes do not look good with attachments, which let's just switch to a character that does look cool with attachments. Umbra. So let's get into the actual nitpicky things. So this is the cool part. Each Warframe, I probably did not choose a good, well, it is a good example because Excalibur is the poster boy of Warframe, which means he's gonna have a bunch of shit on him, a bunch of helmets, bunch of skins. Let's go to the skins real quick. This is all the skins he currently has available to him. I love this one because it's crazy, like super crazy, but like his basic bitch version is going to be this one. Excalibur Umbra is a thing because Excalibur Prime is not available to players unless you supported DE when the game was coming out or before it came out. Either way, Excalibur Prime is a Founders exclusive thing, so that's why you will never have that. I mean, I don't care personally. We have Excalibur Umbra, which is good enough for me in my opinion, but we have other skins. Arthur Gemini, which is from the new 1999 event or expansion, I guess you would say, which is pretty cool. Excalibur Immortal, Prisma, fucking Excalibur Proto skin, which if you guys have played Dark Sector, then you guys will know this is inspired by that. I mean, to be fair, Dark Sector was the first thing that came out from DE, which had a bunch of Warframe inspired stuff because that Warframe is kind of what they wanted to do first. Excalibur Void Shell. There's a bunch of skins in this fucking game that will make your character look completely different, bro. It's not even funny. Like some of these shits, I'm like, this dude doesn't even look like his character anymore. So that's just the skins. You also get helmets. So a lot of helmets that look really, really cool. I like this one a lot. This one too. And this one is so super cool as well. This one, I'm missing one, I think. No, I think that's it. Yeah. So there is a lot of stuff you can do with the skins, which enhances the game for me personally, because let's switch to another character. So Loki Prime's a good example, or Loki in general is a good example, because he has certain things that, specifically that skin has certain things that other characters don't. So for example, the Jotun helmet I love because it has the glows. This is how he looks regularly with just his base look. This is Loki Prime, how he usually looks. But then we get into the nitpicky of like, okay, I'm going to use this one because I like the metal pieces. I don't like the prime pieces, so I'm going to take those off, which if you guys noticed, it took this off and it took the horns off. And it took, I think, pads on that shoulder. Or just change the spot there. Either way, take that off. Take the helmet off. Probably put this one, the Loki Knave one, because I think this one looks cool. And then when it comes to shading, I can do literally, actually, let's just do this. So E, let's do E. There we go. So this is basic bitch Loki. For attachments, this is when it gets really cool. So let's do the helmet first. We'll go to the Swindler. I like this helmet a lot. We'll go to, I kind of want to do this one if I'm being honest. Yeah, let's do this one because I don't have a lot of skins with this one. This one also is my favorite because it takes away Loki's biggest nitpick for me, which is one side is big and the other side's not big. This skin completely changes that, which is why I love this skin. This is another cool part. Loki Noble. Okay, so you can change the animation of their standing, which I think is so cool. And if you really wanted to, you can take the stances from the other characters. So yeah, if you, for example, let's just choose Varuna. I love Varuna. She is super fucking cool. But like, let's say you want him to look like this, you can definitely do that. And even then, like, I shouldn't even be saying him or her. They're technically, I don't know if I remember correctly, they're like not even gendered or some shit. I could be wrong about that. I'll look that up later. I don't know. Either way, this is like one of my favorite things is the fact that you can give them stances, and the stances actually do a lot. It's not just like, oh, that's just how he stands. It's how they hold their weapon. It's how some of their movement. It's more to just animations, obviously animation. Attachments. Let's talk attachments. So here is the main focus of what you're going to be doing when you start to do like some things. So I don't usually put chest pieces because I don't like most of them. I think most of them look kind of trash. If I'm being quite honest, I probably would do this one if I really had to. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do. So don't think, oh, like I don't think I could find something. There's definitely something here for everyone. It's not like, oh, good luck. It's definitely the easy. I'm telling you, man, there's so much cool shit in this game, and like from just the attachments alone, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I usually don't do chest pieces just because I don't like most of them. But then it comes to like the arms, I definitely do stuff. Like I've done this one. I like this one a lot, and then do this so that way it matches the color of the actual character, which I think is fucking amazing. Let's actually randomize the colors real quick. That's not a bad shit color. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, like something like this with the legs. I mean, what do we do with the legs? Because I definitely don't want to use this one because that's part of this one, and I still hold to some rules from Destiny 2. Probably this one, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Auxiliary, which is going to be like some cool things. If I did not know this bitch had this. That's cool as shit. I'd probably do this one. This one is going to be like effects, which I think is pretty cool. Some of these can go really hard, bro. I'm telling y'all, like the only thing that sucks is the glow that I have currently is just a little too dark. So that way you guys, that's the reason why you guys can't see it well. And then Signa, which is something that they just added not too long ago. At least that's how I feel, because I don't remember seeing these ever. which I think is really cool. It adds to that Japanese vibe or Chinese vibe, I would say. The Eastern vibe of having like something floating behind you, which is usually, from what I've seen, usually from like Asian shit. Yeah, that's attachments. Super cool. Cyandanas, which are gonna be the shit on your back. So yeah, this is where it gets fucking awesome. Like, this is my favorite. This is one of my favorite ones. I use it a lot. This one's also really cool. This one's also really cool because it has a thing that's moving. This one but different. This one. And then it gets some cool shit, like really, really cool shit, bro. Like, it's not, let me show you like one of my favorites that I'm thinking of buying one right now. Jesus Christ. Okay, this one. This one is so fucking cool, bro. Like, it goes insanely hard. I'm telling y'all, like, don't sleep on this game. This game is fucking cool. But yeah, I would do this. Hold on, let me do this real quick. I would probably do that one, actually. Yeah, this one. Yeah, that looks fucking cool, actually. The only thing that sucks is this one's actually for real money. That being said, it's designed by actual players. So I think that's super cool that they actually, and if I remember correctly, some of the money, like if I bought this right now, some of this money would go towards them, or yeah, whoever designed it, which I think is super cool. So for this one, I probably would choose, definitely not that one. No. Probably this one, if I'm being quite honest. And then sigils is going to be pretty cool because it's just going to be this type of thing, like holograms. You also have a front sigil if you want. And it changes from stuff to stuff because this one's just blood. This one is your mastery sigil, so like your level, which we'll get to in a bit. And some other stuff here and there. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to like the fashion. Obviously, you can do a lot more. You can like have up to, what is it, 2, 4, up to 6 slots, which is insane to me. And there's some characters that I've made that I'm just like, man, these look completely different. I think Excalibur Umbra is like the best example of that, because like it's like, okay, cool, I love this set. This set looks really cool. Then we get to this one, it's like completely different skin and helmet. This one completely different, using really cool color scheme too. And then this one also really cool as well. So yeah, it could get to a point where like each of the ones you make just looks so different from each other, which is fucking insane to me. And then you have characters like Ash Prime, which I literally only have one look for each of them. It's just the coloring and maybe one helmet out. So yeah, like I really want to get into the fashion of this game a lot more, because some of the shit in this game is fucking amazing. Like, just this bitch alone, her base look is amazing. There's no attachment to this. This is how she looks base. Look how beautiful she looks, bro. So yeah, this game has a lot to offer when it comes to fashion. The shading system is fucking magnificent, bro. I didn't actually get into that, but let me see real quick. Let's go to this bitch again. Appearance, let's buy a new one. And then let's do a new color scheme. So primary, this is how the colors are. They're kind of like in a palette. So for example, there's like one that I kind of wanted to buy, 1003. I think 1003 has some pretty interesting colors. I would just have to waste 75 platinum on it, which I don't really mind if I did it. I just don't want to do it. But let's say, for example, Lotus, I want to do something, this one, but the accent, I want to find the accent first. You could also favorite colors, which is cool. I wish they gave you more colors to favorite, but that's just me personally. Ooh, I kind of like this one for the, ooh, I like that. I think I've used it before, but I like that so far just because the purple and the green is different. I usually don't like to combine purple and green anymore just because it reminds me of Joker, but this is distinct enough where it's like, that's not Joker colors. We can do this one. I don't want black, but this is not black, which is the perfect thing. Then we can do white. And then for the this is like the glow essentially. I want to do purple. What color do I want to do? I also don't want to have this just because I already have it on this one, I think. Yeah. So we'll change the skin. I am tempted to buy this dude, but I also don't want to buy him. Actually, should I just buy it? All of this is real money. I don't like that combo. That looks pretty decent, actually. No. This one looks pretty decent too. Oh, fuck, I would want to buy one of these though. I've always wanted this one. I think this one looks so cool. That helmet looks cool. The chest piece, like everything looks cool. I might get this right now. Maybe we'll see. But we'll do this one. Helmet, I'll do... do this one. Why is it red? Oh, it's the skin. We'll do... Actually, yeah, we'll do red. I think red looks pretty decent with it. And if I want to change it later, I can always change it later. That actually doesn't look bad. Like, this actually looks pretty cool. Maybe change this one real quick. Nah, I think this is fine. So yeah, like that's like kind of my process of like making something. Just hold on, let me do this real quick. Ooh, that looks good. Yeah. And then legs. Thinking about doing this. No, it's too much white. No, at this point I would probably just see if I can find something here. And that's like the Japanese like wood armor type of thing. Some of these look fucking terrible though, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, dog. Some of these look like rough. I don't mind this actually. Ooh, I want that. Oh, I really, really want that. 100 for all of these? That's not, you know what? I like a lot of these pieces, dude. Yeah, let's do it. All right. And then we'll do that one. Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh my God. Okay. I like the idea of having flowers. Maybe on like, what's her face? I think that would be way better. I could do Frostfall because I do think the Overglow looks pretty cool. No Signa. Yeah, no Signa. We can go to Syandana's now. Actually, before that, do this, and then we can go to Syandana's. Kind of want something that's like, that looks so extra, bro. It actually doesn't look bad. Kind of don't want to buy another thing though. The fuck? That doesn't look terrifying at all. Thought this was a sword. The shower curtain is what I like to call this one. Apologize if I'm taking for, wow, it's already been almost an hour. Jesus. I probably would just do this one. What about this one? Yeah, probably that one. No, this one has glow. So yeah, something like this is what I would do. I actually don't hate these colors as well. So yeah, when it comes to the fashion of this game, it goes insanely hard. It's not even funny, dude. Like, maybe I want to toggle the prime parts because I do think this actually looks way better now. So yeah, this is where it gets hilarious because now I think it looks even better. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I apologize, this video was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but to be fair, I really did want to explain a lot of this stuff. I did miss out some things, like specifically Conclave. This is the PvP aspect. No one plays it because quite frankly, it's kind of trash. Not you. There's this area that I didn't talk about, but I don't want to spoil that. There's this area I don't want to spoil either. This area, which is basically your little room, which you can customize to however you want. You can even have music in this bitch, which is super cool. And you can customize this however you want. This right here, which I'm not going to spoil either. This right here, which is Railjack, which is ship fighting, like in space ship fighting. I'm not even kidding. Like, let me see. Can I get on? No, I can't. Yeah, it's essentially what you think I'm talking about. You're literally on the ship, you're fighting. And it's the craziest part is it's not just like a 1v1 thing. You could have multiple people in this bitch. This is a guns thing. There's like 2 more on the sides. It goes fucking crazy, like insanely crazy. So yeah, if you ever wanted to try doing that, you can. It's super fucking crazy. Hold on. Yeah, so this is gonna be the area. So you could do these. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. They definitely, wait, not the game. Can I just go back to my ship? Give me my ship. Well, either way, that is pretty much it. There's a lot more I can talk about because again, there's a lot in this game. It's been out for almost as long as Destiny 1. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, but if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments below. I'll definitely try to answer them. If there's Warframe players, definitely fill in some of the stuff that I forgot, because there is more than just what I've explained for sure. Because again, I didn't even touch about the currency in depth, specifically the fact that like the trading system is crazy. There's some bunch of stuff you can buy. The fact that there's levels in this game, which is also something I didn't mention, where I'm currently at level 16. And the way you level in this game is that the weapons that you acquire, for example, this one's, I'm about to level this one up. Once it hits 30, I think it's either once it hits 30 or each level that you level your weapons, you level your character as well. Your like main level. Once you level up that stuff, then you go to one of the hubs on the planets. Specifically, I think I know one on Earth, maybe. Either way, you go to one of the hubs to do a trial, and then once you complete that trial, you can actually level up your character to the next level. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff to do in this game. Destiny 2 players, I know you're hungry for content. I know you fucking are hungry for it. This game has a bunch of it. If you just give it a chance, it's gonna be at least a good game to have in your rotation. Because this game is definitely a game I have in my rotation. When I'm feeling bored or burnt out from Destiny 2, I definitely come back and enjoy some of the stuff that I haven't seen. Specifically, the 1999 update is awesome. I think it's super cool. Granted, is it the fucking thing that DE was telling me that, oh, it's a different way to play Warframe? No, not really. It still feels like Warframe. I thought it was going to be like insanely different, but it feels kind of like the same old, aside from the fact that we don't have a world quest or like a world, not world quest. What am I thinking of? Like the Earth thing I was talking about, the Plains of Eidolon. It's not like a free roam area. It's very much a mission type of thing, but it is cool because there's definitely newer things in there. So I do appreciate that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully I can have some timestamps because I did talk about a lot of things, but this video will most likely be going up by the end of this month. I want to have it out by the end of the month, so that way I can just have it out, because I do want to start covering other stuff, because best believe, dog, best believe, I want to go through all of these bitches and be like, this is what I do for all of, because like you guys might notice that I have the same color on every character. The way I fashion in this game is completely different to every other game, because like, let's say I really like this color scheme that I have for my Excalibur right now. Not only will I go through all of my characters, so that way I can switch their main color to the color that I have on Excalibur right now, but I would switch the coloring for the ship as well, because you can do that as well. So yeah, there's so many things I didn't talk about, specifically like the equipment stuff. There's a bunch of stuff here, the orbiter, landing craft, which is the actual ship right here that I have. You can change the skin of this bitch if you wanted to, which is crazy. You can change the skin, specifically the skin on the ship that you're currently using. Wait, I have that one? No, not that. Wait, what's that? Fuck. Either way, I have this one. This looks cool. I'm gonna use this one. Wow, bitch, I don't have that. Damn, that's dirty. I do have this one though. I don't want to use that. All right. Yeah, you can do a bunch of stuff. You can change the colors of all this shit, but you can also change the color of the orbiter appearance inside, which is cool. So yeah. Oh, did I change? I did change something. I think it was black. And then you can decorate the ship, like I said. You can decorate a lot in this game. So yeah, I'm just talking now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all coming to this point. Let me know if you guys are going to be playing this game, or at least check it out, because I do think it's worth checking out, because again, there's a lot of systems in this game that I think is worth like at least choosing to do. I think this is super cool. This is a railjack, which is a ship fighting, but all of this is super fun. Hopefully I sprinkled in some gameplay in there so you guys can see it, but dude, definitely recommend playing this. It will not, well, I shouldn't say that. It may disappoint some people, but you might never know. It might actually, this might become one of the main games that you have in your rotation. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all. Be safe. I'll see you guys later.